Alright. Okay. I know it's late, but I can't stress this out because How to Keep a Mummy episode 10 has gotta be, again, every adorable episode by the point where Miku does something so freaking adorable, so great that we can scream that Miku. We can scream Mikun a lot. Let me just say that because episode 10, we have a new character, and in the opening of How to Keep a Mummy, they didn't really show him. They didn't really show this character, but basically, we got a new character involved, and it's not the four originals. We have a new character, and the name is Anubis, or Anya, whatever his name is. But I call him Anubis because he's the shape of Anubis. Now, the reason how he got this idea in the first place was because Sora's father, remember, he traveled to Egypt searching wonderful items. And then he comes home with and then Sora and Miku see a box. And inside of a box, it's an Anubis statue. And it talks. And we had two plot twists in this episode. Two big plot twists in this show that it screams like, what the heck? But before I get to that, the Anubis, I don't know why, but does it really occur to you he sounds like Frieza from Dragon Ball Z or Nero? I don't know how, but he sounds like that. It's something about his voice that screams Frieza. I don't know. I see it. I'm sure y'all do. Now, I don't know. Okay, the thing about the statue is that his dream is wants to see the sea. He wants to see the sea. That's his biggest dream. But we're talking about biggest plot twist of all. How the hell, can you? Okay, Mikun. I know the test is How to Keep a Mummy. We get it. But is Mikun actually a mummy? For all we know, it could be a small miniature Anubis a small little Anubis for all we know. I mean, he does talk. I mean, not talk, but he does he does bark. I mean, he is. I'm not saying he's a mummy and all, but something about him screams that. Oh, now you gotta love the adventures that Mikun has with his friends, especially him with his cape. I mean, with Kani with the cape and Mikun with the match with the with the shield and sword thing is kind of adorable. It was adorable. And then inside the box was not only Anubis, but it was actually sand, Egyptian sand. Like, there are different types of sands. There are sands in Coney Island when you go to the beach. There are sands in Egypt. And mummies prefer that sand for some reason. But Mikun got so hyped for it, he started digging, and hit Sora's face. I gotta admit, that was pretty cool. Now, Tatsuki, okay. When did Tatsuki change his personality from a tsundere to, I'm sorry, not yandere. Tatsuki just changed he updated his tsundere status to a whole nother level. Because, let's not forget what happened the first time he saw Mikun. He literally wanted to see what he's like with his bandages. And his father said not to remove the bandages. So I'm like, I'm not gonna front, guys. I know that we're on 10 episodes of this, but has you guys ever wanted to see what it was like to see every bandages go to waste of Mikun? Like, I really want to see what he looks like. Like, I really want to know. I mean, I know some of y'all really wanted to see it. I wanted to. I got so hyped for that. I freaking wanted to see that. Now, the way how anyway, the way how Tatsuki grabbed him, I'm sorry, it's just creepy. I mean, the way he smiled and all that stuff, kind of like that Face Future Diary look thing. He has that creepy look. Now, okay, is this a ship? Okay, I know I'm not a big yaoi, yuri, or anything. Like, I don't ship that good, except I see it canon. But this, where they had a flashback when Sora and Tatsuki flashback occur, you got him saying, I love you. I'm like, huh? That's a ship? I mean, I'm not a shipper, but if that was a ship thing going, yaoi shipping there, I mean, it's right there. I mean, we've seen a lot of anime characters that, no matter what type of show is, we always have a thing. We sometimes ship girl, boy, or boy. You know, we see it there. It's right there. Like, come on, people are always shipping the whole Kachan and Deku thing. People are always shipping the Yuno and Asta from Black Clover. You know, shit like that happens a lot. We can't go back on that. Now, moving on. Okay, so now that this episode was adorable, but I gotta be honest, it was really great. Not to mention the biggest plot twist I've surprisingly seen. No, actually, no. Let me get something funny for that. Okay, hiccups. Okay, we understand people are so offended with hiccups, and there's a saying: if you get a hiccup 100 times, you die. And that kind of made Mini-kun cry so bad that he tried so hard to make sure he doesn't, to make sure Sora don't die. So what he did, he wrapped bandages around him, and then people wanted to see it. I'm like, whoa! And you got Mogi just trying to grab it, and as soon as he grabbed the bandage, we ran through. I'm like, oh my god. Now the other guy, the delinquent boy, the way how he was washing that Anubis, that is not emotion. The way he was stroking it up and down, washing that Anubis statue, that was really okay. That's gonna be made to a GIF with many, many different things. Now, all Mini-kun did was trying to help Sora, and he did. But then after that, everybody got hiccups, which it was funny. And the way how he got his hiccup was cute. I love it. But Pochi, okay, the dog. Okay, okay, I'm gonna be straightforward with this. I can understand the mummy. I can understand the dragon. I can understand the only child, and I can understand the Maku thing. I can understand those because they're creatures. They're so adorable creatures. The dog, Poochie, I'd never taken that dog seriously because we all thought, and I'm sure you guys must have thought, that it was a dog, just your normal dog. But then, out of nowhere, Sora just immediately shocked me when he clearly said that the dog is way past his prime, but he's still freaking young. We're talking like picture Tsunade Jutsu, like still to her age. Like imagine Tsunade being like 400 years old at best, but she's still with her jutsu. She'd be like freaking. She still got that body of a 40, 50, 60-year-old. You see what I mean? It's like that. So with her, so with Poochie, that dog is over in dog years. Remember, this was when Sora. Poochie is way hundreds-year old before Sora was born. Meaning, that dog is so freaking primal that I want him that young and that talented to be at his prime and still fetching whatever. I can't snark to that. I really can't. Now, next week of How to Keep a Mummy episode 11, they're gonna be a festival, and we all know how anime shows come with festivals. We're gonna have some comedy skits into it. I got a feeling that episode 11 will be one of those dark days where it's just like, okay, every episode's adorable, but then this episode we're gonna have something really bad things are gonna happen. The way how Sora was in the next week's episode, I guarantee you, either it's gonna be a bad thing or a sad thing. Because when it comes to an adorable show like this, we're bound to have something sad or mad inside, and we can't stress that out. We're probably gonna have that. So, like I said, this episode was really adorable. It really introduced another character, which is a talking statue. We did have a talking statue before. Look at that Buddhist monk. That Buddhist monk statue. That's a statue and it talks. So I feel like every world we go to, we're bound to have talking statues. It's right there. We got one in the show. Now we got one in Egypt. How much we're gonna find one in France, New York, whatever. We see it to believe it. So, tune in next week for episode 11 of How to Keep a Mummy.